So, in version 0.2 of Alchemy Memories, they added a few new maps, being Angel Island and Mystic Caves, as well as revamping a previous map, being Green Hill. Along with these maps, there are two other maps currently in rotation that are currently in-game, which I would like to rank in this video. Before I get started, I'd like to mention that this video was made on the 18th of December when I'm writing the script, which means that some things are most likely to change by the time this video is published, but if some things aren't changed about this map by the time the next patch hits, don't blame me if I'm wrong. The first map that I would like to talk about in this video is the new Green Hill. Call this glitch all you want, but this is seriously one of the best looking things I've seen in a Roblox game. The extra fact that the game will switch from a super cool looking sunset to a stormy night as soon as you get into chase is also a great detail. Compared to the old map, this map actually makes me feel like I'm in Green Hill, as well as the extra feature of drowning if you are underwater for too long, which makes chases way more intense. However, that's where my positives for this map ends. This map suffers from unnecessary invisible walls, frequent dead ends, terrible exit spawns, as well as hard to reach areas. The amount of times I've bumped into the invisible walls is Colossus is generally unbearable. This map has so much areas that you have to maneuver around, where the area is basically a dead end. This brings me to my next point. This map has so much tight areas that make the smallest mistakes can lead you to falling into a dead end, where you will most likely take a hit and die. And don't even get me started on the exit spawns, as even though this can apply to different maps as well, if the exit spawns on the bridge and the tripwire gets there before you, honestly, just give up. This map is extremely survivor related that it makes UCR look like a killer's dream. Okay, I wouldn't go that far, but you get my point. This map is also humongous and it's really hard to find the exit, especially if you're halfway across the map. Thankfully in 0.2 they added overtime so that if you couldn't find the exit, you get about like 15 more seconds before the exit officially closes. Oh boy, where do I even start with this map? The next map I would like to bring up is Angel Island. This map seriously just does not do well in some aspects. It suffers from areas that Green Hill does, being invisible walls, which there are a ton of in this map by the way, as well as the map just being unbearable to look at. Don't get me wrong, this map has its beauty. I like the temple structure as well as the shrine leading up to the Master Emerald, which is this map way more of a feeling that we know instead of just being a simple hellscape. But Jesus, is this map terrible for Colossus. The blinding lighting along with the visible walls and different elevation of terrain makes this map an actual nightmare for Colossus. While for the other two killers it doesn't struggle as much, it's actually insane to play on this map as Tripwire because it's so good. 2011X has many ways to counteract the terrain, and Tripwire also has many dark areas on this map where seeing the lands are generally impossible. For the final map added in this update, we have Mystic Caves / Darkened Caverns, which is probably the most balanced map for both survivors and killers. At the time of recording. I said this twice and I'll say it again. These maps are beautiful, and this one is probably my favorite map out of the three newly added ones. As well as Hide and Seek Act 2 being my favorite map back in TD, which is also probably the reason why I like this version so much. This map has plenty of springs and areas that make it feel like a maze sometimes, but it does it in such a way that it makes the map so fun and explorable. The only downside I'd like to bring up about this map is that the rocky terrains make it hard for Colossus to climb some walls, as well as the ring spawns making it easier for Tripwire to set up on this map. No, seriously, like out of all of the maps in this game, this one is definitely the worst when it comes to Tripwire's mines. If the mines are covered by each side and you're playing a relatively grounded survivor, you're not getting to that ring, dog. Depending on the ring spawn, the mine will knock you all the way to the bottom of the cave where you have to march all the way back up to the ring, where there will already be more mines set up at the same location, where the process will repeat until either A, the ring closes and you can't escape, or B, the mines kill you. What is the reason why they said I didn't say that? Anyways, the first map from 0.1 that I want to talk about is You Can't Run. This map has always been seen as survivor-sided. It doesn't matter who you talk to. Anyone will tell you how survivor-sided it is. The new killers don't seem to struggle as much as 2011X did, but there are some severe issues on this map. Cream can still pull off that BS loop, Eggman can jerk off all game, and to the new BS lineup, Silver the Hedgehog. Silver honestly doesn't even need to use his abilities besides his fly on this map, as he can just fly to one area, to the next, and to the next, and then repeat the process, and then wait, the exit opened and he escaped? Oh, this map is also probably the only map where Tripwire can't spam mines to kill survivors, as this map has 3 spread out exits across it. They also remove the ability for Tails to reach his high-ass sniping spots, which, I mean, it's kind of fair, but now Tails is a target throughout the whole match.
Hey Siri,
Yes, nigga.
call my girlfriend.
Which one, my nigga?
The final map I'll be talking about will be Hill Gym / X's Castle. Is it Hill Gym or is it X's Castle? I don't know. Besides that, this is probably the most balanced map in the game since the removal of the original Green Hill. However, there are some pretty hard counters for the new killers. I wouldn't leave a Sonic for LMS if you're playing Colossus, as he can get looped very hard on this map due to his ability to catch up to Sonic and his iframes with drop dash. For other characters, it's fine. This map craves good looping and juking spots all around with some workarounds, and great trap placements with tripwire. Now before you're like, "Wow, it's not perfect." Well, first of all, I fucking hate not perfect. And second of all, it's just not currently in the map rotation, so I just thought not to include it. It's also getting a new version, so I thought it would be better just not include it if it's not in the game. But if you'd like to share your opinions, you can do so in the comments, and I'll most likely respond to them. But if not, well, sorry. But with that ends my video. I'll try to upload faster as my last video was like over a month ago, so I don't leave you guys starving. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're watching this video. Goodbye.